Okay, so Caliber Hitters and I were talking about this earlier. Later we might do a broadcast, but if you noticed, Friday I went out to cover the trucker rally and I uncovered that it was a hoax. And so if you go over here to Dabu 7's channel, he's out in the Midwest somewhere, and I was already looking for this. You see a bright sunshiny day and people at a trucker rally, and this is one of the things I was looking for when I went out to see if the truck driver thing was a hoax. Now initially I wanted to cover the trucker story, but something came up in the back of my mind was that it may possibly be a hoax. Now, when I uncovered that it was a hoax, and I explained how it worked here, I found the main perpetrators of the hoax, which everybody did at the same time. There was only one or two people perpetrating the hoax of the trucker rally. Well, if you see my video, it was raining on Friday, and here's pictures of 10 screenshots from Revere Radio. Revere Radio is my friend affiliate radio group down in Florida that I talked to, and the host is Rob Revere and his friends, and they've been hosting this micro station for 5 or 6 or 7 years with little or no funding. And as you can see here, it's raining and there's no trucks on the DC Beltway. Right here it says I-495, 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 and okay, so here on the trucks, you see it's a bright sunshiny day, and it's W7, who we've identified is affiliated with AM TV. I'll go over and show it to you again, so you can see it. AMTVmedia.com. You go over to AMTV Media, and over here on radio, click on radio, and you see W7. Now, we know that C Green TV is a washed up actor. If you talk to myself or Caliber Hitters, we tell you a little bit about Hollywood actors usually use screen names. There's a few actors that work without a net, and they use their real names. It's pretty uncommon for an actor to use his real name, but I would say like probably Mel Gibson uses his real name. There's some actors out there, but we have a host of washed up actors in the Fake Patriot Truth movement, and I want to say who this hoax came from is somebody who's grabbed some other radio group's name, and his name rhymes with Snitch Shilly, and he's the main perpetrator of this trucker hoax. But whatever's going on behind the scenes, these people are all messaging each other with the same talking points and stuff. And again, here you see now what they did here was they just used pictures from another truck rally like 10 years ago, because you see these are all old model trucks. These are all old model trucks from like 10 years ago. There's no new trucks there, and it's a sunshiny day, and just like I said, it's raining. So, you know, this one there's rain, but you just see 3 trucks. In the other picture you see 10. And this is part of, quote unquote, the magic of Hollywood, where you just get part of something. Here's another few trucks, but it's not what I saw when I went out, if you watched my video. And a couple people, one person said that truckers don't have the money for gas to go there, but really in Maryland and DC there's thousands of truck drivers and they could go. But, you know, in my mind, they're making good money. The only people who are losing money during this whole thing is government employees. Government employees are the one that's being hurt by the shutdown. And I already knew about the shutdown last year, told a family member, and they just decided to retire. So in the long run, this is going to cost Obama with the shutdown, because all the government workers that have been there for a long time and know how to run the government are going to leave. And, you know, it's unfortunate that we have these fake hoaxes in the Patriot movement like this. And this time, I'll give you 3 examples of how it's a hoax. No trucks there. No trucks here. No trucks in my video. So where the imaginary trucks out? In some of the videos, more than half show a bright sunshiny day. And There's some guy that's working for the main person who was doing this hoax that I was friends with, and he may have got sucked into this, I don't know, but I'm going to disassociate myself from this person because, there was talk about covering it, and as far as covering it, I'm not taking donations now, although I could use them, really. I spent about $10 in gas to drive over to the DC in the rain. I did risk wrecking my car, and because it was raining out and not sunshiny like the pictures show. And, that's the bottom line. Like, if you heard Caliber Hitters and he's saying, if you're doing this and your heart's in it, why are you going to take money? My big mind was mainstream media said they weren't going to cover it. You got the alternative media who's now being funded covering it, and what's the real story? Check out later for the Caliber Hitters broadcast and see if we do a podcast on the fake trucker rally hoax.